What's up, everybody? We are back here on the pond job finally. Got the dozer and the 313 sitting there. The goal for today is to get this tree down and out of the pond, and I'm going to come on the backside with the excavator and try to collapse all the holes and stuff bound through here. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to core it on the back side here also, and then along the front, try to cap it off and help it the best on both sides as much as I can. I know a lot of people said, you know, the tree's got to go, this and that. I'm pretty sure I said the trees wasn't going to go, only this one. So that's what I'm going to do. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start up in there and just cut me a bench in here. That way I can run the dozer around and then kind of sit level, I guess, and backfill it in. It's strained down pretty nice. And when I was over here yesterday, I tracked out there in the middle of the pond. It's dried up very well. I really hope I can get that dump truck over here, because that's really my biggest thing. Of course, I'll have to dig all this mud and stuff out, but that's no problem, because it's going to be, I'm basically going to recore it from here all the way across on out, and then on the back side also over there. So it should help a lot. My biggest thing on this is what I keep racking my brain around, is getting my material to the back side, because I can't go around that tree because their septic is right over there, and I'm pretty sure that in there is pretty soft, and the steep, it's pretty steep right there. And let me walk over here and show you what I got on the other side. So over here is the ditch where the water flowed out of the pond. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fill that in with some good dirt, and that way I can just drive across it with a dump truck and then dump my material kind of off right here. I think that's going to be the best thing, and I can use the dozer to if I can't get over there with a dump truck, I'll just use the dozer to push me a good bit of material this way, and then use my excavator to load the truck and then get over here. I don't want to push good material all the way from over there all the way around through here. I think I'll wind up wasting most of it, and that's a long push really. So that's my plan. But today I want to get that tree down and get this back side of this levee opened up, see what it's looking like, see what all's in there, and then we'll just go from there. So this tree's gonna be fun. All right, so I'm about to get started here, trying to get up to this tree. I've got a lot of low-hanging limbs I'm gonna have to break out first. I don't have enough room to really even sit on the levee, so I'm gonna have to try to drive straight up behind the tree. First, I gotta get all this junk out of my way. This is actually in the other tree that I'm not even taking down. But she needs to be trimmed up anyway, that way they can get up here and mow it or bush hog it with something. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this stuff yet. I don't know if he wants to burn it or he wants me to. I think I may haul off the majority of the tree that I'm gonna take down. I'll probably haul off the majority of the log anyway. I may try to burn this stuff in the back corner or something while I'm working on the pond. Like I said, I don't have enough room to sideways. Oh, this is gonna be fun right here. I'm all up in that other tree. Scoot over a little bit. I need a lot of dirt on the backside of this levee because it is dang near a straight drop off. I don't see how it was getting maintained like it is. Because she is steep. I'm kind of worried I ain't gonna have enough dirt, and then I'm kind of thinking that I may have way too much, or I ain't gonna have too much, but I don't really know yet because it's gonna take a lot on the backside of this slope. But that pond is dried out very well, so I should be able to dredge it out pretty good. It's bad shallow, I know that. I can't even see. Let me get these limbs broke out first. Alright, so y'all can see I'm sitting on the backside, sitting on a 17-degree slope here. About all I know to do is try to cut these roots on this tree, ease up to it and start pushing. All this has got to basically be redone, because right in there, y'all probably can't see, but right down there is actually where the hole is, or one of the holes. I think it was leaking in a couple different spots. But there's all kind of stuff that's been thrown down in that hole. I got to get out and make sure all that's out. I knew this was going to be a challenge. That's okay. That's what makes it interesting. What's going to be fun is when I'm sitting on that root ball and have to push that tree. Just want to make sure I get down in it right here. Right there's a big old hole. Yeah, she wasn't holding it all right there. Once I get this tree down, yeah, look at all that stuff in there. Bricks and concrete. Once I get this tree down and this open up, I'm basically gonna take the back side of this levee and pull it all this way and make it the actual toe of the dam on the back side. Make it the new back side, I guess you could say, and then fill all that in with good dirt. Only thing I'm kind of worried is killing these other trees, but that's just a risk. That's a risk we're gonna have to take, because I don't know what other way to do it. I hope it's not gonna take much to knock this tree over. I don't see how the summer gun's even still standing. She's leaning hard. She is leaning bad hard. in here. Really looks like the pond would have had to been at full pull for this hole to ever start leaking. I think it was actually started leaking down there on that other hole. Is when you really started seeing the problem. Better than I thought she would. Really hate having to dig this much. Close to that tree over there. She's still got some solid roots in her though. Still holding on. Trees. That tree is not. It's not a small tree, that's for sure. No, it may not can tell much about it on camera, but even if it was sitting on flat ground and I had room to work all around it, it would still be a challenge. Looks like that it just got undermined in the front of it, and it just sank down really. Who knows? The tree's way older than I am. Roots on it. Big enough to be trees. They do not want to break. One of the main ones still holding it. Keep cutting around it some more. Alright, we're about to try to take this son of a gun down again. Cut it some more. May have to cut it a little bit more, but it looked like it was starting to wiggle a little bit. Problem is I can't get up on here enough. Got everything decent little tree right there. Good thing is I can get down in there and get it now, no problem. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna saw it right here and try to drag the stump. Oh man, I may not have enough machine. We'll see. Y'all, it is blistering hot out here. That tree was even bigger than I thought it was. I wish I could have cut it on further back, but there's no way I could get through that stump. Probably not even on both sides. So I'm gonna try to roll that thing out, and then I'll come around and finish cutting this thing up. All right, maybe I got cooled off. thing coming flying back at me. Sorry y'all, I'm still a little under the weather. I feel better, but getting out in this heat just makes it all start coming right back. So far so good. Man, that's one big stump. I don't know what the crap I'm gonna do with it. Could bury it in the pond, but I'm afraid a pond ain't gonna be deep enough. I really don't want this thing to come rolling at me either. I ain't got nowhere to go or no time to get there. Get some of this stuff out of my way back here. If she does come flying at me, I can at least back up. There really ain't a whole lot of room to even burn this stuff. Maybe back there, but there's still a lot of trees around that it could kill. Alright, let's see if we can get her out. Go that way. Go that way, big girl. Not this way. What I was thinking about doing with it, I was going to bury it for the, you know, some fish habitat or something, but it's just going to be, it's going to be way too big or way too tall. I don't think I could get it in the ground enough. I could, but it's going to be hard to get it back across the levee. And I need all this junk out of my way. Alright, well, let me go around the other side and finish getting this tree out of the lake. Alright y'all, I got the tree cleaned up. I threw one of the bigger logs on the other side over there. I wasn't really thinking, I may just haul it off, save from having to burn it, but I may just burn this thing right out here in the corner of this pond. Probably go ahead and haul that one off. And then just basically burn the top of it. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the stump though yet. I may see. I'll see what he wants to do with it, but I'm gonna go on the other side of the dam now. This right in here is still bad soft. I mean, I sank up to the top of the track right there. So what I'd like to do is I'm gonna go on the back side and get my core basically dug for it, and then I'm gonna try to come on the front side. I was hoping that this would be dried up enough. I think it is right out there, but right here in this corner, I was hoping to get the dozer in here and push everything down on that end and then just take it all and lay it across the levee. But like I said, this right here is so soft, I may have to lay this back and let this dry over the weekend. So we'll see. Let me go on the other side and start digging my core. So first I need to move the little walkway right here. I'm gonna try my best not to tear it up. it's right in the way. I don't want to keep breaking these trees off, keep breaking the limbs off, because I'm gonna set that culvert in here anyway. So all this is gonna get filled up, well, most of it anyway, right here in the front of it. So this thing's got to go anyway. But I told him I'd try my best to save it. It's still pretty solid, so until I crush it. Come on now. I think I got it then. Make sure I ain't gonna hit my boom. That tree. Okay. There we go. Save the walkway. Alright. Put some dirt down in here that way. Cross it a little bit easier. What I'll probably end up doing is go ahead and fill in this whole ditch in, most of it. Redoing the drainage ditch for it, because it goes around and goes around that way. It really needs to go straight through there. I don't know, that one tree right there is right in the way too. I'll cross that bridge whenever I get to it. Alright, we made it to the other side. Alright, so what I'm going to try to do is basically pull this hill over. I just have to be careful not to get too far in there, not to kill that monster tree right there. So about right in here is about as far as I'm going to really go. But I'm going to pull this over, pull it back, and then that way it'll kind of give me something to sit on, and that way I can sit more level. And then I can run back up and down it and actually dig down, make sure I've got good ground all the way through it. Basically, I'm digging out the front side of my core right now. Golly, the ground's hard, so that's a good thing. Dug up a lot of roots when I cut the levee out. As long as that stuff's not in the core, it'd be alright, but I at least want to try to get the majority of them out. Don't have a sheep's foot, nothing like that, so I'll have to do it with a skid steer. I already know a lot of y'all is probably gonna give me flack over that, but that's all I got. It's better than using this thing or the dozer. It's gonna have more compaction than either one of those will. And if I just do it enough, do it in, you know, 6-8 inch lifts at a time, should be fine. The way I did the pool foundation right over there, did it with a skid steer, and it's turned out fine. They checked all that stuff, so it should be good enough. I'll probably bring it over here next time I come over here. Continue on down through here. You'll kind of get the idea. I'll show you what it looks like whenever I get it cored out anyway. Just like that stuff right there, I just had to make sure all that's out of my core, which I hope water never makes it to that point, but if it does, just be one more layer of protection anyway. Alright, so I'm sitting about quarter of the way on the levee. Well, right there is where the tree come out of the ground, so basically it's kind of hard to wait because of how steep the bank is right in there. I just pulled it back, and then I come right in here, and I'm gonna work my way back, and then I'll go through and then work my way out that way. But I'm just digging down, so I know there is nothing left in the ground. You can tell when it's virgin ground, it gets a lot harder. So I pretty well got all that cleaned out right in there. There's a lot of junk in there. A lot of roots running all the way through. It should be a little over 10 feet wide. We'll see. There's 3, 6, 9. It's close to 10 feet. I'm trying to make it a little bit wider. It looks like some good dirt. It's got a little bit more clay in it, which I think it's going to be fine. I think maybe my biggest issue maybe is it being so dry, not getting a just real good compaction. That may be what I kind of run into. We'll see though. So far, so good. Kind of come out a little bit wider back here because I didn't. These trees got the roots coming out further than that big one does. Plus, it wasn't leaking down here. See how it wasn't though, but maybe what I could do, I need to start filling that ditch in. Sitting too far away from it right now though. And this really should help soften this slope too. I really want to get it so he can just run a lawnmower over the back side of it. Tell you what, I'll start filling in that ditch right there because that's got to be filled in anyway. All got to be redone. Things I hate all them daggone roots. Just trying to pick them out, I guess. It's good and solid in here though. Getting back into the dust. don't stay on top of the ground, I really don't know what I'm going to do just yet. It's going to be way too much dirt to move back here with a skid steer. I may just have to slot nose it. I really don't want to do that, but it's going to be the next best thing to do, I guess. About the only way I can think of to keep all the dirt, keep the dirt from wasting out. We'll see. I think the dump truck's gonna hold up though. I ain't gonna have to, I'm not gonna have to move it just very far, but I think that's better than trying to doze it all the way around here. I'm really liking the way that core's looking right now. It doesn't look like anything's ever been leaking through it back here either. I'm not seeing no sediment or any moisture. Walkway right there. He wants to save a little metal walkway. Like too much more on this side. I'll have this one. Have this cut in. All right. Well, I'm gonna keep on trucking here. All right. So I'm pretty sure I found where this is, where it's got some bad dirt in it. Y'all can probably see. Let me get out and show you. You can't hardly see with the shadow right there. There's a layer of bad dirt right in here. Well, it actually looks like it's got clay in it, but it looks like it's got a trash in it or something. It's definitely not good, I don't think. So right in there is probably where it was seeping through. Yeah, it don't look good. And of course, it's got the roots running through. Anyway, I'm trying to get down to the good stuff right here. You can see I got it cut down really good in there. What I'm gonna have to do right here is I'll have to wait till I get this back filled in, and then I will finish cutting that out, and then fill the where the tree was in, dig all that out. But yeah, right in here, right through here is definitely needed to be dug out and a good dirt packed back in it. So we're gonna keep at it here. I don't like a whole lot more. It's actually going pretty good. All right, so I got the core dug all the way around. I'll show y'all that before I leave. But what I'm gonna do now is try to take some of this mud right here and lay it back. I dug about 3 feet down in that stuff, and it runs right back into I guess groundwater or mud. So I don't really have any material I can use right in there. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to get it from that bank over there. Was when I dug one test hole right out there when I first come over here. So I got good dirt right in there. So I'm going to have to probably do the front side first, I think. Make sure I have enough dirt. I think that's going to be probably more important, or that's my first line of defense anyway on this pond. Just try to stop it before it ever gets to the back side. But I want to get this mud laid out right now. So it just looks like it ain't nothing but just sediment. I hope I run into some dry ground down in here. I'm gonna get this laid back right now. That way it can be drying out over the weekend, and probably be some really good topsoil I can use on the back side of the dam or somewhere. May just smear it out in the front side right there. I'm probably gonna have to cut that down a little deeper than what I wanted to. Starting to get into some dry stuff right there. And I am going to burn this stuff right here. This burn it right here in the corner. I'll do that first thing Monday when I get back over here. Kind of hoping I'm gonna have enough dirt. I was hoping I wasn't gonna hit mud. I can see a good layer of clay in there. This just isn't drying out that great because it sits in the shade. I may jump on the dozer in a minute. I'm just trying to figure out what I can do next without having to make. There's some barbed wire in there. I'm trying to figure out what I can do next without having to make two steps, I guess you could say. A lot of barbed wire in there. Golly, where'd that come from? But I'm hoping cutting this stuff right here out will help kind of drain it even a little bit more. There's a lot of barbed wire buried right in there. Mud don't smell too great. What I may have to do, kind of what I figured I was going to have to do, is dig this out, give me a spot to put all that bad dirt. I'll probably just take all that bad dirt and have to lay back in here. And then just kind of build my levee. Start right here, dump good dirt, and work it that way. That's the way I figure I'll have to do it. Looks like it's somewhat trying to dry up at the bottom of it. Down in a can't tell if that's still just sediment or if it's don't want that water to start running in here. Can't tell if it's sediment or just gray clay. Wouldn't think it'd be gray clay because I'm not that deep in the ground just yet. Might take a minute for that stuff to dry out. If I can get it in the sun, it won't take long. Stuff will be right in my way eventually. Don't matter where I set something, I'm going to set it right in my way. Letting that sit a couple days will help that dry out too. It should burn up pretty good. starting to run into, it's actually good sticky clay. I could probably use that. Be really nice when it dries out a little bit. It's really what I was wanting. I may try to save some of that. That'd be good if I can get a lot of that stuff right here. I can take and just push it around through there, cap it off. I may not have enough of it though. Alright, well I'm going to sit here and try to get some of this topsoil and sediment pulled back and see what I've got working with here. Alright, before I get too carried away, I'm going to rip this wall out right here, this old wood wall somebody built. I don't really know what I'm going to do with it. I guess I'll try to throw it in the fire. I may just kind of throw it off in this little hole right here. Probably the best thing to do with it. Bunch of junk. Bunch of junk. It's old concrete right there. I'm gonna get this dug out real quick and then I'll show y'all the core I got dug around it. Alright y'all, well I got that dug out. Well, dug out as far as I could that way. I'll have to dig the other, I'll have to come in from the other side and go back that way with it. Because I about messed up. Once I got up around that bigger tree, I kind of slid down almost in the pond there, and it took me a second just to get out. Wasn't that bad, but it is still pretty soft in there. But I got down to good dirt and got all that. It was like a concrete wall on the back side of that wood. Had to get all that out. I'm pretty sure that's where it was leaking, getting up to that thing, and there's no telling where it was going. Try to get that out the best I could. What I'm going to try to do is set my water line right at the bottom of these trees, maybe a little bit lower. That way water won't ever really get up to them. Maybe it's about the only other thing I know to do to help with getting all this trash dirt out. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to dig my good dirt kind of where the fire's sitting, or where the pile's sitting right now. It's a good little hill right there, so there's a good bit of dirt right in here I can use. Put that good dirt in here, and then I can take all the trash dirt and push back in the hole, basically. So let's look at the back side of the core here I got dug out. It's looking pretty good. I'm happy with it. Down to good solid dirt, no trash in it anywhere down through there. I'm pretty sure it was leaking. Like I said, y'all could tell right in there where all that trash and stuff was dumped in the hole, leaking, and all this still has to come out and be repacked, so we're not worried about that right now. And then that one layer of bad dirt right there, it looks like it comes up and then stops right in there. I didn't find any more down through there, so get below that, get all that out of there. And yeah, it's gonna be a lot of dirt to put back in here, but a lot of this too will get pulled back over the top of that. So I just hope I have enough good fill material. like I said, this hillside over here where the excavator and the dozer sitting, there's a good bit of dirt in there. So that all that will let me do is make the pond bigger. It's no problem making the pond bigger. I don't think they're gonna have a problem with it, with having a bigger pond. I just don't know how much I'm going to get out of the part I really have to dredge out, because I don't think it's just very deep of good dirt, but I got a whole hill over there that I can get it from. So anyway, I'm gonna call it a day on that. I'll be back here in a couple days, let that kind of dry out, see what it's going to do, give me some time to really think about it. And I was hoping to get on the dozer today, but I gotta, this fire's got to get out of my way, because I got to start getting good dirt to put on the backside and then fill that in. So anyway, I appreciate y'all watching. This is a fun project. I'm enjoying it so far. So y'all let me know what you think. Keep your stupid comments to yourself. I'm just kidding. Y'all keep your eyes open. I'll see you later.